Hello, Carrot Maxim. Hey, Long. Welcome. It's kind of exciting having new weeklies. Hey, Rassus. Happy to have you. Like, the other weeklies haven't really mattered for so long. Now we actually have weeklies to care about. So what I'm thinking right now is Kane should be pretty fun here. He's good with the on guard, and the 4.5 normally isn't that bad. So I think I'll go for like Kane, but for both of these, I'm thinking control, because they're gonna have a lot of mana. You can't end the game fast, so being able to control the game so you don't take a lot of damage. Doesn't matter if you can't end quite as quickly, because you can't end the game anyways. So I think some good control like Ashe, Yasuo, or Morgana, especially for this one here. Yasuo and Ashe will be great for keeping whatever unit they summon just permanently crowd controlled. I think that will be pretty important. Yeah, that's what we're probably going to do for the next, until these kind of get irrelevant again, but for the next while, next couple weeks or months, we're always going to be trying to do these right away as soon as they come out, so we can immediately give people some tips on how to clear them. Kindred could possibly work. You'd have a little bit of an issue killing this with your Mark, because the Mark always targets the weakest, so if they're able to summon a lot of units, then this isn't going to normally get targeted. But you do have like Crumble and just like targeted kill spells. Also, who knows, maybe your 2-star spell, when you kill someone and bring it back, maybe when you kill someone and bring it back, it brings them back as their like normal version, not the 1020 version. So that is a possibility. Hello, Pix. Would Evelyn work with the constant stuns and level up? Yeah, she's another one that is possible. She was okay for the... Well, she was just barely okay for the last set of weeklies, especially the 6.5. But she should be better here. The 6.5 was just really bad, because the Bard, the Chimes, plus the Deadly just mean they have giant units. Yeah, I think Ashe should be pretty good here. But I think for the first one, we'll try Kane. I like to try to do at least a 3-star for this one. Kane really likes the single combat. Should be plenty of units to kill. Let's see how it goes. Mana flow is really nice. Most of our units, or a lot of them, get overwhelmed anyways. Yeah, speeding up our game plan I think will probably be more important for the weekly. Alright, Twisted Catalyzer. Yeah, the mana flow letting us be able to play Arcane 1 round earlier will be pretty nice. Let's get rid of pretty much all of those. Alright, so that is enough to kill us, which isn't great. We have a combat trick we can use next round. Let's just pass here. Oh, so the equipment we got is pretty terrible because we have to kill one of our own units. Yeah, we all have 3 attack, which is just not the best for us. Let's try to pass. That's already doing, oof, 8 damage. That is not nice. Maybe this will give us spell shield. All right, it did not. But let's go ahead and at least kill one of their units. Yeah, we almost could have gotten enough to survive there. Yeah, that darkness, that was rough. Alright, let's get our Kane on the board.
Yes.
Hey, Kata fan, welcome.
Drown in shadow.
And this is just where we get this massive swing in power. Because now we have our Kane on the board and leveled, but now we have 2 zero-cost units that are also going to be pretty big.
The darken rise, the shadows yield.
All of Runeterra will yield before my
Yeah, we can get our scout attack off. 10 damage. That is a little scary. That's not enough to kill our Kane right now. Alright, let's
bow before me.
kill this. Alright, perfect. So we have 2 units scaling up. But now darkness is 12 damage. Alright, let's see if we could end this round. Would this... I think it would just fizzle our other one, yeah. If they play something, we'll be able to end right here. Ah, sad. Alright. Kill an ally to equip an ally. And sure, let's drop this right here. Alright, we'll just attack, and that should be game. And with the, well, Ross, we're able to heal up. Nice. Toast, where's the chat? Oh, right, dark chat. Boop. I hide that for videos. I have the chats, like a different chat window that I can see, and so yeah, I forgot to put the one that you guys can see in game. The attack would go through if I killed her when the attack was already declared, but I think with the spells, since it would have killed her first, I think the second spell would have fizzled. But yeah, if they gave us a chance to kill her, it would have been great, because then with the overwhelm, it still would have gone through. I have 2 of each ally that died with its power increased. I mean, we really don't want our units to die at all. And that is pretty expensive. Redoubled Valor is a lot. If we get sorcery, this wouldn't be that hard to do. Yeah, let's grab this here. All right, so Crimson Disciple, not bad. Kale is always pretty good, but the Ephemeral Mahira isn't wonderful. This is just going to be some solid units, though. Yeah, I think I'm fine with Vlad. Also, he can give us some sustain, maybe if he levels. And we should have a lot of units surviving damage. So I think that should pair pretty well together. Alright, start the show. The stagehand. Stuns are annoying, but yeah, I think the item chest will be best. Let's go here. Darken is such a cool overall mechanic in the League universe. Yeah. Do we want both? I think we can get rid of the Vladimir. The 2-cost Disciple, though, especially with that tankier stat line, will be nice. Hopefully we get a good item this time. Nice.
Let me show you what I can do.
We don't want any trouble.
This will be perfect.
My turn.
Alrighty. That's fine.
Oh, you're in for it.
Alright, so we will go right here. So we'll be able to kill 2 of their units. Ours will die. We can kill 2 of their units to have ours survive and keep scaling. That'll probably be better. We should be able to heal up that 5 damage without much issue.
Cover reinforcements.
Yeah, not bad. The extra mana flow is quite nice. Just having to go like 2 rounds before dropping Kane isn't too bad.
You are the tool. I am the one.
Yeah, Kane with Found Fortune is just so good.
I will not.
You immediately proc it twice. So turn 5, you get Kane on the board with 2 like normally 4 costs that cost nothing with epic items.
We must commit all.
Oh, it's great.
Our purpose calls to us. We cannot turn away.
The child is gone. The butcher remains.
Huh. I guess it's something to be careful of. They're elusive, or not elusive. Ephemeral is going to be able to do a good amount of damage.
Yes, yours.
Glad we didn't play our Kane first, though. That could have been bad. Although he might have been able to kill with this strike. Yeah, Found Fortune Double Stalkers is,
I love a taste
I
of
think, my favorite Kane build. So much fun. Huh, it's lagging? That is annoying.
No greater gift than knowledge.
Let's see. So we can... Yeah, we'll drop this here.
You must be Lord Vladimir.
And you must be supper.
The weekly nightmares are a lot easier than I thought they would be. Yeah, it's pretty much just the 6.5 that's really a pain right now. It's fine now. It lagged like a solid minute before. Oh, that's... I'm sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and use a nice single combat here. They can counter with their single combat. So we should probably wait. Yep. This is one thing with single combat, you always have to play chicken. Because if you play it and they have the mana, they will play it to counter you. So if their unit's already going to die, they'll just trade it for one of yours. So you kind of want to wait and be the second person to play it most of the time. I think the lag stopped. Okay, I guess maybe the internet was just bad for a moment. And really, for the weeklies, oh, I should have put Vlad over here, but it doesn't really matter. Once you've cleared the weeklies once and gotten the Nova Crystal, then the 6.5 doesn't really matter that much. Because, like, the Gold Vault, very important, but that's from the first one. The Silver Star Vessel, also pretty important from the second one, but then the last one's just a gemstone, which it's nice to have and great to get if you can, but it's not like it's as needed. Citrus Courier is decent, but is expensive. Getting this wouldn't be bad if we could try to get some cost reduction for it later. But just getting some more Crimson Awakener again wouldn't be bad either. I guess we'll pick it up. But yeah, the 6.5 is really the difficult one. A little bit of sustain, not bad. Alright, Bright Steel Protector. This one could be a little deadly. I mean, the 6.5 was pretty tough last time. We'll have to see how difficult it is this one, because the modifiers don't seem terrible. It's just they're going to be ramping up very quickly, and then you can't kill them until turn 5, but I think last week will be much more difficult. So this is pretty bad, actually. Them starting with the Vanguard First Blade, attack grant me 2/2, and this has barrier. And they have 2 mana, so if we play anything, they can immediately single combat and kill it. So that sucks. Okay, they're out of mana range. This is actually good. This does have faded, so it will scale up a little bit more. This is still a lot of extra health.
I'm actually here.
Yeah, that First Blade is not good.
Come out from your shadows, demon!
My shield is yours.
Yeah, Crimson Awakener can 0 cost with Kane. Oh, so many barriers. The good thing is they don't have single combat. Yeah, we don't necessarily need to do Furious Wielder. Alright, that'll be okay. If we can try to make sure we have a big enough unit, that could be helpful, but
I'll write my own story.
with all their barriers, they're still going to attack and do a lot of damage. Next turn we get Arcane, though, so at least there's that.
Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, we'll just sacrifice this unit.
Stranger!
But yeah, that First Blade's pretty rough. You think 6-star Jace is worth it over Echo and Jinx? I think the 6-star Jace would be pretty good. You can actually activate his 6-cost spells much more than I thought you'd be able to. So it's definitely not bad. Is it going to be better than the other 2? I'm not really sure about that one. But I think if you're someone where you don't really care about Echo, you don't really care about Jinx, and you like Jace, it's not bad to get Jace if he's just your preferred champion. Do I think he's better? Not necessarily, but
You go, I go.
it doesn't really matter what the best champion is if you have more fun with one champion over the other.
Based on death, living by hate.
The child is gone. The killer remains.
We're only one noxious item.
Ooh, double attack. Nice. Problem is we can't really get that scout attack off.
My turn.
Beg for mercy.
So I think we'd have to do this here. Yeah, but alright, that should be game. And once again, we're ending at max health because of our sustain. Yeah, so far Kane is doing pretty well. Granted, the extra mana flow definitely helping out.
Everyone really does look better in red.
Lysandra is most likely Entomb the Aesol, so you can drop another Aesol on the board to blow it up when skies descend. If you have Spellweavers on Aesol, you can at least one power that says create a fleeting at round start. You can drop Aesol turn 1 basically always. Put them at 1 HP, then skip to turn 5. Yeah, they're... Aesol is able to just blow through these. So pretty much as long as you have Aesol, you're normally going to be fine. I guess we can get this. Let's actually go for the epic champion item. So Titanify, when I'm summoned Grow me to 8/8, I think the strikes are going to go off before the Titanify, which means we're not actually going to get the extra stats from killing people. The Colossal Hammer, though, making us go to 5 attack, makes our strikes much more likely to get kills, which will further scale us up. So let's grab that. That'll be pretty good. Alright, so 2/6 costs. We have Crimson Awakener, but we also have 2 other really good 4 costs. I think let's get rid of the Redoubled Valor. Yeah, we're probably never going to want to spend the mana to play this. Alright, Jinx.
I like you.
The +3 to create it is anti-Aesol Mutator. Yes. Him and Echo, especially. But there's actually a lot of champions that make created cards. Like, it's also going to suck for... Yeah, we can hold on to this. Like, Veigar. You won't be able to play Veigar, although most people aren't going to be wanting to play Veigar anyways. But yeah, there's a lot of champions that it's just not going to be good for. The sound right now, this is the Jinx. Like, this is the board, has its own sound effect.
Everyone goes boom!
Man, we did not get a single unit. Solid. Okay, so they summoned Jinx right at round start.
The sun rock got me good.
Good to know.
A blast from the past. Well, anything helps.
Stick your lip out and give 'em puppy eyes. Trust me.
Alright, I think... So this will give us more stats. But I think we probably want a single combat, so let's play this for free.
Smile. It's called gunplay.
Let's do this for health.
You better bleed.
And then we can kill this here. Now, they might be able to Mystic Shot or something to kill us. That is a possibility. But if it works out, we're able to kill Jinx and really reduce down our damage we're taking, because otherwise we're taking a lot more damage. We'll try it.
Bye-bye.
Viego 6-star or Ashe should be able to handle the 3+2 created cards. Yeah, there's plenty of other champions that'll be able to do fine. Alright, let's drop our Kane, get a bunch of kills going with him.
Yes, yours.
It's good that we're gonna heal up after this, the full.
Let it loose.
Alright, let's drop this.
They will fear my name.
And grovel before mine.
I guess I would have let us get 2 hits off with our Kane. I thought they'd play something. Oh well.
Master Darky, my blade is yours.
Oh, now they decided to play it.
Well, my faithful servant.
They just have so much they can spam. Okay, this actually got buffed up.
Obey your master.
Alright, we'll kill this for now.
Feel my hatred.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, this node is no joke, lived with 2 HP. Yeah, the fact that there's something Jinx immediately, and then they're just able to spam out so many cards. Having some sustain here is very nice. If we drop our Vladimir, we won't have enough to play anything else. Let's just try to kill their units. Alright. Looks good. Blue Kane, no love? Yeah. Blue Kane is the worst Kane. We're playing double Stalkers plus Found Fortune. It's pretty much my favorite Kane build. Yeah, they have a lot of damage straight to your Nexus. You're able to proc the Found Fortune twice, back to back, because you play Kane, he levels, and then he gets recalled, you play him again. He's one of the few champions that can have it go off multiple times. Like, the only one can do it, like, multiple times in a round. Yeah, Dragon's Tooth will be nice. More scaling, more stats. I like double Vanguard Lookout. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, cut a card, gold chest, Spiderlings, or Battlesmith. Battlesmith, I think, is definitely going to be harder. Because this will probably be a lot. This will be more like a swarm deck, which will be great at countering. Battlesmith will be a lot of bigger units. Yeah, I wouldn't mind cutting some more cards, though. So we'll go to what I think is going to be the harder route. I wish the Viego bundle didn't have scissors. Yeah. But I think there's a lot of other people that are like, oh, awesome, scissors. Yeah, I think we'll probably cut the Citrus Courier. We haven't gotten anything to reduce down his cost, and we don't really need it. Alright, we can drop this one here.
From your shadows, demon.
I'm actually here.
Man, 5/5 stats, that is a little rough. Alright, so trying to buff it up won't really do anything. Using a single combat on someone else. Well, if we get lucky, we could get something to increase its damage enough to kill her. Oh, it's at 5. Well, at least if she blocks, she'll die. But yeah, this is kind of the bigger issue. They're going to have less units, but all their units are going to be a lot bigger, which can keep us from scaling, so that'll be a little sad. Like, yeah, it's a pretty serious unit. We'll... yeah, drop this here. But yeah, with their challenger, it's not going to make too much of a difference. Ah, well, we'll drop Kane, and he'll wipe the board, so it won't really matter too much.
They will fear my name.
And grovel before mine.
The rage, let it loose.
What could have been?
To the field!
Alright, let's try to play this Harpoon. We want them to play another unit. Thank you. So that Arcane can try to get 2 kills off.
The tool, I am the weapon.
lies to eat your feeble mind.
And this is the great thing. So we're dropping Kane. He's getting a bunch of kills, scaling up like crazy from the Stalker's Blade. But now we also have 2 giant units that we can play for free, which
What do you want?
sadly the epic items they got are kind of useless.
Oh, great.
But almost GG. Not bad. What do the Kane stars do? So your 2-star gives you an equipment at the start of the game, and then your like 3-star, when you kill a unit, you fully heal. Well, when one of your units kills an enemy unit and survives, they fully heal up and are granted 2/2 as far as stats. Alright, let's use our Shadow Step and try to end the game. Although technically they could single combat, like, yeah, one of our other units. Alright, killing that's fine.
Obey your master.
And then we can just counter with our own. Since we have Overwhelm, our attack's not going to fizzle, so this will be game. So a worse Garen, or a better Garen. Because fully healing up every time you kill someone is pretty great. It kind of depends on the context.
Miss the taste
If you
of
can
that
get
tea.
kills regularly, then it's better. If you can't and you can only get strikes off, then yeah, it's worse. Double attack, fantastic. Lifesteal, but on an ephemeral unit. Not the best. Alright, we can get rid of the Citrus Courier, because we're probably not going to play it. That's okay. Yeah, we can buy a copy of that, get an awesome item. So it costs 1 less. This is an equipment or an attachment, and attachments take the same place as equipment, which isn't really great. And I think our modifiers are only... yeah. Guess we don't really need to have our units equipped. So we could potentially use this. I think we're probably fine, though. Let's see, what do we have here? Rekindler, item chest. Yeah, more looking just for items for some of the units we already have. Yeah, we're fine. We're doing great. Alright, item chest. Yeah, let's go for the item chest. Both of these, though, can be pretty rough. But Evershade Stalker. What do you think about these weeklies compared to last ones? I think this 6.5 star is going to be easier than the last one. But I think this 5-star, while I don't think it's going to be difficult as long as you pick the right person, I think it will potentially be more difficult than the last 5.5 star. doing this with 4-star Yumi, the single combat will only benefit me. Yeah, that's a good call. If you're 4-star, you're going to be golden. Yeah, double attack. Let's drop this and hope we can get it to survive. But it has 4 health, and we're going to give it 2 more. So it should be fine. Alright, well that just means we have to pass. Thank you for not using this on the attack turn. Because if they use that on attack, that would be pretty scary. But it is working to keep them alive.
The chains, they never stop.
Let's see what they do. We're probably going to want to use a single combat and Furious Wielder. Alright, so once again, they have both of those. Not great. But I think this is probably fine. I don't know, we have to do this one here in order to kill them. We'll go up to 9. We still won't have enough to kill the other one, but you always have to do it in backwards order. All right, so we can kill both of these with our 1 unit, and then this will go to a 9-12. So even if they try to block it, it won't die. Let's pass, though, to see who they grab. Yeah, so now we can try to kill 3 units. All right, so this first, then the single combat. So single combat goes off first. So now we're just getting more scaling with this 1 unit because they're essentially killing 3 enemy units. So full heal and scale, full heal and scale. This is like the situation where this is better than the Garen power because we only got 1 strike off of each of them. But if we couldn't fully heal, then we would just be dead. Here we have a bit of an issue, though. We want to play Kane, but they have nothing for us to strike to level off of.
Delicious.
We could just try to attack, but let's risk passing. Okay, yeah. I figured since they had units to play, they would play something. We can drop this because this will have mana for Kane.
When I am ready.
Alright, there we go.
The child is gone. The killer remains. I will not yield.
What champs are you waiting for them to add to Path of Champions? I mean, just all of them. Really need to move that alarm. Alright, let's drop this here.
Doing draws near.
Yes, yours.
Ah, this would be great. Although right now, this one would actually die. They are using the single combat first, so we can just do this right here. Yeah, Kane is definitely very solid for this one.
I love a man.
Alright, we'll just be able to open attack and end the game. We do have 2 scout attacks, but it's not really needed. Don't want to give them a chance to play any units. Yep, that is fine. GG. Unstable inventory. Nice. Rats. Pantheon the Mantheon. That would be an interesting one.
Does look better in red.
I think I think Scion would be really cool. Scion and Xerath are kind of two that I think would be the coolest for them to add. At least, like, thematically. Yeah, we've not had, like, any of our Darkened Lodestones. I think we've drawn it once. It is funny how you go some games where you just never draw some of your cards. Yeah, we can get this here. Let's see, what do we want to get rid of? Probably get rid of the Fanatic. It's okay. Yeah, we have better things. Alright, we are only at 33 cards. Pretty nice. We don't have that many different cards in our deck, so we're very likely to draw everything. And Misfortune.
Sure you can
Oh, I saw something hilarious to me the other day. It's funny how there's some people online that just have the worst possible takes. I saw a comment on YouTube that was saying that, like, Misfortune has by far the worst 6-star. I didn't bother responding, but I was just blown away. I was like, pretty sure the Misfortune 6-star is going to be, like, one of the strongest. Like, at least in the top half category of strongest. Saying that Misfortune is going to be absolutely terrible, or the worst in the entire game, is just like, are you serious? Single combat's bad. If we play our Crimson Disciple, they can just immediately kill it. So that's a little disappointing. Let's try to pass and see what they play.
You gotta leave the bay to see the ocean.
Let me show you what I can do.
Up and
What 6-star do I think is the worst? Oof, that is not good. Off the top of my head, I would think maybe the Volibear one. Just got my 6-star Misfortune and she's insanely good. No way at the bottom. Exactly, yeah.
I love a taste of the action.
Oh, we actually got lucky and got a really good item. Off the top of my head, I would think Volibear might be the weakest. But even that one I don't think is terrible. That's the thing, Volibear's is good. I think that Volibear...
Go wherever the waves take me.
Jace, the Jace one's is going to be better than people think. After playing Jace and the amount of 6-cost spells you can actually blast through, the 6-star for Jace is actually going to be good. Let's see what they play. Alright, we can... Yeah, drop this here. For Jace, you have a lot of ways to duplicate your 6-cost spells. Like, Jace is able to do it. A lot of your 6-cost spells already get duplicated through sorcery. And then you also have Chemtech Duplicator. And you can play 6-cost spells, like, pretty consistently round 2. Just with your basic starting package. So, randomly hitting the enemy board for 10 damage is actually going to be pretty good. I was where you were as well. I thought it was going to be fairly underwhelming. After playing with Jace for a while, though, I realized, oh, this is actually going to be good.
The child is gone.
So yeah, the Jace 6-star actually is going to be solid.
Something to keep us moving. My right to eat.
But even the ones that I think are a bit more on the worst side, like Volibear, just because it's worse than the other 6-stars doesn't mean it's bad. Because I still think like, I would get the Volibear 6-star if I could. So I don't think it's a bad option. I just think a lot of the other ones are better. What is better, Pike 6-star or Jace 6-star?
I love a man with style.
Heard it all before.
That is it. For both of them, it's probably going to really come down to what content you're playing in. For a lot of content, Pike can end games incredibly quickly, and so normally Pike is going to be better. For some content that might scale a little bit later into the game, I mean, even then Pike is going to be doing really well. But if they have something that counters units and you want to be able to still get value with your units getting countered, then Jace will be a lot better. They both play in a very different way, and so both of them are going to be better in different circumstances. I don't think there's just one of them is going to be flat out better all the time. All right, so we were able to clear that one. Yeah, I think 3-star Kane is pretty good right there. There's some spots to worry about, like the fact that they get Jinx round 1. That's a little scary. And then for the Bright Steel Protector, the fact that they get their unit that starts off with Barrier and when its attack grants them 2/2. So that's also a little worrying. But overall, the first weekly Nightmare, not too bad. Definitely doable just with a 3-star champion. Yeah, Pike is a lot of fun. I prefer Pike. I like his playstyle better. I like his units better. But I try not to let personal bias, when someone asks me which champion is better, try not to let that ruin it or run it. I think for both of these next ones, going for control is going to be pretty solid. So I think we'll maybe grab Yasuo. I think maybe going for Yasuo, Echoing Spirit, and then his Relic. So we get +1 starting mana. The other recall part probably is not going to matter the vast majority of the time. Being sure we get a lot of copies of Yasuo, though, will be nice. Making his champion spell cost 1 less, also good. And then Tempest Blade to stun all enemies winning levels. I think that'd be better. Fun factor is important, but fun is very subjective. That's the problem. So, that's kind of the issue. Morgana would be good. I'm not sure who we'll use for this one. We might use Morgana. But yeah, let's go for Yasuo here for the 5.5. Being able to just stun this every single round is going to be very nice. So yeah, let's go here. Yeah, fun factor is very important, but not everyone finds the same thing fun. All right, Perfected Mana Flow, that'll be perfect. Thank you. And Mana Soul Student. Or just skipping the units, going straight for the Nexus with Annie, burning the whole Nexus down turn 1 is the most fun I have. Yeah, Annie's a lot of fun as well. Let's... I guess holding on to this wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is pretty much the best power. It's pretty nice. That does let us play Yasuo turn 1, which is fantastic. Alright, so they dropped the Prefect, but it is a random unit. Yeah, so just because you see a 10-20 unit that I get doesn't mean they are guaranteed to get it. Alright, I hope they can't kill our Yasuo, but let's try to play him.
Sleep is for the guiltless.
You out of class already?
Not exactly. Fang's turn.
Yeah, that's going to be one difficulty we have is protecting our Yasuo, because their spells are going to be able to one-shot him.
Oh, it's Fang.
And we're just going to get perpetually stunned. It's not a big deal, though. We have... yeah, a couple... I suppose let's drop this first.
My kind of lesson.
I have my orders.
Oh, they overrid. That's kind of funny. Sure, we can drop this. We're hoping to get another copy of one of our Steel Tempests. Aw, they didn't want to attack. That's sad.
Even I have good days.
Alright, we'll drop our Wind Chaser. We're probably just going to get stunned or something like that again. We'll try to stun this one again so it gets hit again. Although I guess we should maybe do this one first.
At last, I have found you. Yone, turn back while you can.
Yeah, only 4 health for our Yasuo. We're really going to need to buff him up. We do not want him to die.
I do all right.
Diana Spellweaver for this one.
Destiny's way.
Getting a random silence for the 10-20.
My kind of lessons.
You got Ledros by Thresh. Oof, that's rough.
Cure for fools.
Although I think Ledros is a
I do all right.
play effect, so at least like it's still a giant unit that they're getting bored or turn 1. Oh, they have so many of this stupid card. Sure, let's recall it to kill it.
Terrain
This
here
is 3 turns in a row I think we've gotten hit with this. Oh, it's annoying. Alright, they have 1 mana. We'll do this for impact. We need to get some damage down.
History.
If we could get Curtain Call... is that what it's called? No, Explosive Finale. So that when we kill people outside of combat, their Nexus takes 4 damage. That would be very nice. Huh, I kind of just realized that this is damage to a follower. So they can't kill our champion with this. Okay, at least there's that. That's not bad. Do you think if LeBlanc has her 6-star power, it should just be all your LeBlancs have Last Breath Rally? I mean, I highly doubt they'd do that. I think they'd want something a little bit more imaginative. But you never know.
Spell embers.
even I have good days.
He instant kill me. That Ledros wrecked your day. That sucks. That's kind of the bad thing with this power is it's a random unit, and so whatever unit they get, it's just you might have a bad time.
I want to learn.
I face my fate. Your turn.
All right, GG. It took forever because they're also going for control.
One step closer to redemption.
LeBlanc would probably have Trifarian Might, unsure about the spelling, SR 4-star. If she did, that would be amazing. That would, like, it's one of the most fun powers in the game. If someone got that as their 4-star power, that'd be so much fun. If only that, like, imagine if they gave that to Volibear. If they switched out the 4-star power he got there for that one, oh my word, he would suddenly just be the most fun champion in the game. So good. All right, let's see. Support champion. The stun is nice. Stun and mana refill. Scout. Don't really want to deal with Oros. But Poro King is nice to have. Yeah, I guess we'll go here. Isn't the 4-star supposed to be a common power? No, it's supposed to be a rare power most of the time. I think, like, the only people that have a common power is, like, Swain. And I guess the Overwhelms. I don't know, there's a mix of common and rare. Kindly Cavern Keeper, Space Doggos. We can probably go for the Monk to maybe cut a card. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, there's a decent mix of rare and common. Yeah, this is fine. We have 4 mana at the start of the game, so we can play, like, we don't need a lot of our cheap cards. Yeah, if only they gave Volibear the Trifarian. That would be so much fun.
I go where the road takes me.
Alright, they shouldn't have as much removal spells, so yeah, we should just be able to do a lot of stuns and be totally fine here. So this should be good.
My kind of lesson.
Our strength is yours.
Alright, let's stun both of these two.
Does the wind flee? Or
Just
does
got
it
Ledger's
follow?
against Thresh Fight. Deals half your Nexus health, but double due to the power. Oh, that sucks. I didn't think about that. Oh, man. That's insane. That's so bad. Wow. Okay, definitely need to mention that in any videos.
Maybe I do have a future.
The only logical power for LeBlanc is the power that created copies.
Even I.
Oh. Create a copy of the first card you play each turn. Yeah, duplicate would be pretty nice. Sure, I guess we can do that.
They'll never see me coming.
Yeah, the 20 power and the regen. It's gonna be pretty hard to kill that.
One blade, one purpose.
Alright, so we could stun that, buff up our units, and try to get a lot of damage down.
No cure.
Nice.
The winter's claw.
I guess we could just recall this unit. And actually recalling it would kill it right now. So, sure.
Terrain here is opinionated.
Light the signal fires. The Elk of Bones summons me.
You did say Ledros, but when you said instant kill, I didn't... I thought you might have been later in the game when they played him, and then he just immediately attacked and killed you. I didn't think his power immediately, instantly killed you. So yeah, you did mention it earlier, but I didn't fully grasp what you were saying. Yeah, these stupid powder monkeys are just slowly whittling away at our Nexus.
Even I have good.
Yeah, there's some champions like LeBlanc that
My kind
I don't really care about her getting the constellation. It's like she's already so strong. I feel like it really doesn't matter. Let's drop this just to kill a blocker for next round. PvP used to have Dreadway Ledros because Dreadway deals double damage. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't play during that, like, play PvP, but I remember people talking about it.
My kind of lesson.
Grievous, avenge me.
Alright, let's get rid of this.
If the journey doesn't get you the rope.
Shan Levan.
The rest will burn.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. And let's try to stun this one as well. This actually will be a little bad because
Life and death on a blade's edge.
we're a little bit slow in ending the game. Like, we're controlling the game fine, but if they can one-shot us with a Ledros, then even if they don't summon at the start of the game,
Will regain my honor.
like, the game is going long enough that they could just drop that. That's a little scary. We need to try to get something to speed up our game plan. It's just a bunch of Poro stuff that I don't care about. And this is too expensive, especially considering Ledros. What do we want to get rid of? Yeah, let's go and cut a card. Get rid of the Poro stories. Don't really care about it. Ooh, epic champion item. That could be good. All right, Lord Broadmain. I have a 4-star Talia. What build do you recommend for her? If you have it, I really like going Starforged Gauntlets, Stat Relic, so she's Titanic, and then going for Crown Guard Inheritance. I think that is really fun. You can normally just focus on your units, and then often you don't need to play your Talia, but when you do, you can just play her as a rally, and works out pretty well. It is also nice that we can drop our Yasuo turn 1, and since we have the attack token, we don't have to worry about them immediately attacking.
I do all right.
You want a class
An absolutely insane idea could be that every unit is a brush. You can transform the character into a LeBlanc. That would be interesting. Let's drop our Poro King for the free stun. All right, we are 3 away, so we can just stun 2 of these. And then we'll kill all of them and hurt the enemy board, at least.
Even I have good days. I do.
Also, the fact that they do summon a unit at the start of every
Follow
round,
this path until the end.
if you don't have that overwhelm,
Even I have good
like, the fact that they get a blocker for free every round really sucks.
my kind of lesson.
Because, like, right here, we could drop Yone to kill these 2 units, which would be nice, and we'll probably do that. But they're still going to get a free unit next round,
Brother, what have you
which is
become?
unfortunate.
If I told you, would you listen?
Not bad.
Because, yeah, it doesn't get
Blade never gets any lighter.
stunned. We really do need to get, like, Overwhelm or something like that. Let's immediately recall and kill that.
If the journey doesn't get you the rope,
You and Ionia try to get a deny against Ledros, I guess. Yeah, we'll do this because we have the open attack. We'll play this next round for the draw. I mean, I'm glad they're not using that on Yasuo. Like, we have a lot of Yasuos, but he'll lose all of his stacks. Or buffs.
I do all right.
Okay, so when it's their turn,
We are all seeking an
their
answer.
power activates first, we kill it. But it doesn't help us when we are blocking. Or when we need to attack. Well, that's not good.
My brain here is opinionated. Follow the wind, but watch your back.
How many stars does your Yasuo have? I think we're just at 3 stars. So they can't play their Lord Broadmain. Let's do this for an extra draw.
Quietly.
Yeah, a lot of these encounters are just annoying
Does the wind lead?
because it takes so long in order to actually kill them.
One blade, one purpose.
GG. Yeah, a lot of them have a lot of control, so they're not only getting free blockers to mess you up every round, but they're also stunning you fairly often or just killing you with removal spells. So this actually is being more annoying than I thought. Oh, also we haven't gotten our Blade Twirler once yet. That's our big unit that gives us a ton of damage. No wonder these games are going forever. We haven't seen this a single time. And we've already cleared like 3 encounters now, and we haven't drawn it once. It's just one of those games. Black Cleaver, double attack. Double attack is nice, but we don't have Overwhelm yet, which is an issue. And this also doesn't give us any stats to try to stay alive. So I think I'll go for Black Cleaver, kind of for the safety right now. Double attack is nice, but often our attack is just going to fizzle. Yeah, I think I'll actually go here. What is our health at? 40 of 50. Yeah, we're okay. We really need to be cutting some cards. More cards. Mighty Poro. Extra draw. Yeah, let's get rid of this. All right, Aurelia.
Fight for the first lands.
This is the 5-star weekly. Yeah, going Beast Within for Yasuo could have been the play. I like Echoing Spirit. And I like the extra starting mana for Yasuo. But yeah, Beast Within might have been good. What is the Yasuo 4-star? I kind of forget. Let's get Yasuo on the board so we get our stuns for next round.
Follow the wind.
Dragon's Fury.
Shoulders set. Blade sharp.
Right.
Plant that lead foot.
Don't worry. I've danced this 100 times.
Oh, the stupid. Alright, so Aurelia is absolutely terrible with the Hugify power because, yeah, with her free attacks, she can have that unit attacking. I'm worried about blocking the blade. With their 3 damage, they easily could buff it up and try to kill us. So we'll have to skip. Yeah, this kind of sucks.
Yordle here's with me.
No cure.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Alright, so we need to get as many stuns as possible. Alright, let's put that there. We're really fine with him dying, to be honest. And dropping that there.
Haseki! My
Yeah, they're also going to do their flawless duet, so that's going to be bad. If we play this, we don't have enough for our will. Let's drop our Blade Scout, see if we can drop another Yasuo. Also, stunning before the attack doesn't really do anything.
Watch me now.
Alright, so we will stun this, and then Yasuo will kill pretty much everything. Sad that we couldn't get our Blade Twirler on the board for all these stuns, but we didn't have the mana.
No cure for fools. My kind of lessons. Even I have good days.
Alright, that was nice.
Big blade for a little warrior. I do all right.
Lost the beat.
Alright, that was rough, but we should probably be decently fine now. Wait, this can give... Oh, that's actually big. This can give whoever next to it overwhelm. Okay, that's perfect then.
Here's our chance.
Yeah, we're fine with Poro King dying. Then we can play another one to get another stun.
When rhythm takes hold, there's no time for fear.
Alright, so that one will die.
No more running.
And yeah, we really just don't want to take any more damage.
Terrain here is opinionated.
Alright, let's drop this here. We really just need to get some more draw going. Yeah, get some more of our Steel Tempests. And I think we should be able to win next round, but they could always recall us.
The order rewards its faithful.
Sure. First time catching your stream? Well, welcome. Glad you could make it. Yeah, we can drop this here, get another draw going. Good thing is most of our units do have draw on them.
Here's our chance.
Alright, so their recall, I'm pretty sure, is slow. So we should be able to attack like this and end the game.
The upper hand.
Yeah, Aurelia, this is going to be pretty tough on a lot of people. That's the thing. In a lot of these weeklies, they're pretty easy throughout, at least the 4 and the 5. But then there's always just like a couple things that can throw you off. -2 cost and fleeting. We're normally just playing Yasuo turn 1. Being able to drop him for half mana turn 1, so we could then play something else like our Fae Blade Twirler would be pretty good. So let's go ahead and grab this. It's really weird not seeing the other side over here. The vicious enemy. That's a little weird. Enemies have -1. Chrono Break's not bad. Extra draw at the start of the game. I think I'll go for game start, draw more. That way we're more likely to get our Blade Twirler. An extra revive would be nice. So yeah, Trevor Snooze Bottom. His Star of Legend gives Everfrost his support champ. Yeah, that one we do have. We have like a couple upgrades in the Constellation. We just don't have any of the actual powers, star powers. Blade Twirler is nice. Yeah, 3 cards that all have draw. Okay, this is pretty good. Yeah, Disarm does work well with the deadly power, but most of their units aren't able to get strikes off anyways, so it kind of doesn't matter for us.
Death is like the wind.
Alright, so this is going to be pretty perfect. We can get our Yasuo and our Blade Twirler on the board round 1. Getting her on the board Like 1 as early as possible is good, but then also getting her on the board before Yasuo levels when he stuns the entire enemy board is going to be very nice. It's going to give us a ton of extra power.
Quietly.
We're trying to draw more cards to get more of our Steel Tempests. Alright, so we don't have enough to play... Well, we have enough to play 3, and that's all we need to level. So yeah, we're fine. Alright, so let's just stun 3 of these, and then... Oh, I guess we need to stun... Alright, so we'll get a whole bunch of stuns off. Our Blade Twirler is going to scale like crazy. Yeah, if we did have the Fury, then Yasuo killing all the units is going to do a bunch of scaling. So yeah, 4-star Yasuo would be pretty nice right now.
My kind of lessons. I follow only one path, my own.
Does Trevor have Novify? I have no idea. Just got the Freljord and Nova Crystal. I'm hoping for Ash Fragments. Triple Gatebreaker with their 6-star seems fun. Yeah, that seems like a pretty crazy build that some people have come up with. Seems like a good time.
My kind of lessons.
We'll be a little bit slow. We hope that they don't punish us. But we'd like to build out our board a little bit more, get some more stuns going for more damage.
What do these yodel eyes see?
Try to keep up.
I face my fate. Your turn.
Closing in on
Alright, so I think we will attack like this. And then we'll use a decisive maneuver to get rid of one of their blockers and try to end the game. Alright, GG.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Nice. I have no good champ, so I just spam the 4-star Jinx every week to get the gold chest. I mean, whatever you need to do. With a lot of these, though, having to do them multiple times is perfectly understandable because since a lot of it is random, you're not really going to know what you're facing until you go in there. And so you can go in there and then better plan for next time. Concussive Palm, sure, getting more of this isn't bad. Yeah, we'll get another revive. Windswept Hillock, or Hillock, is really nice. Especially when you can get this with Home Turf, which I got a little while ago. That was so much fun. Lion Weight is decent. Alright, so we don't have another shop. Let's do a reroll here if we get something. We don't target our own units like at all. Yeah. Kurth Naga HS, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Quick draw can be decent. Yeah, that can speed up our game plan. That can be okay. This is a 5 cost. I think it's probably worth getting. We'll buy one of these. We'll buy 2 of these. Grant an ally 2 power, overwhelm, and quick attack. Again, not bad. But this is filling up our hand with other things. And we don't want to fill up our hand with too much random junk. So I think let's do a reroll here. Attacks, done all damaged enemies. Most enemies were just killing. Spellslinger. I'm going to buy one Spellslinger with the Farsight. We'll be able to draw it at the start of the game. He should be a 1 cost from our quick draw. So really it's a 1 cost stun. We're getting the game start. And since we're just going to get 1 copy of it, it's not going to fill up our hand or our deck with other cards that are going to get in the way. So that's what I'm thinking with getting that one. Yeah, we won't bother with anything else. I don't really care about the Poros. I'd rather get more copies for our Yasuo. More items for him. So let's go for the Starlit Seer. Yeah, the quick draw is going to be so good. Like, we already have a lot of draw. This should really help us. Let's see. This is fine. All right, drop a 1 cost Yasuo.
Sleep is for the guilty. Winter take you.
All right, Frostbite. That's a little rude. Let's get our Blade Twirler on the board. And double Starlit Seer. That's fun. Let's... yeah, it doesn't really matter too much.
A lot of pain. Get him.
No cure. I do all right. Blessed by snow.
Oh, these Frostbites are not good. Because it's actually going to hurt us. Because if he levels, then he's not going to be able to get strikes off. So he's not going to be able to kill their whole board. That is actually pretty bad. We want to play our Blade Twirler. Oh, well. So we'll get 2 stuns. And yeah. Everyone else will be fine, sadly. But at least we're not taking any damage, and we're scaling up our Blade Twirler like crazy.
Even I
But yeah, these Frostbites suck. They shut down Yasuo so hard.
No one is promised tomorrow.
Guys need help from your brain dead strategy for the 6.5. Yeah, some of the vicious enemies are inconsistent. It's weird.
Quick footwork, fast strikes.
The dark beckons.
No cure.
Alright, so they still might frostbite us,
My fate.
but we want to try to attack and get as much damage down as we can. Sure, we can put that there.
Closing in on the mark.
Alright, let's attack like this, do as much damage as we can. Hopefully not get frostbitten.
Here's our chance.
This would be a good winter.
Well, there's a frostbite.
Fly away while you can. An auspicious season.
Alright, let's drop this here. We do not want our Blade Twirler dying.
Terrain here is
Yeah, in this adventure, there's so many enemies that are actually control decks that are shutting you down when you're trying to be aggressive. That's a little annoying.
Now we've got the upper hand.
Alright, let's just immediately... Well, we can recall it, but we should probably wait for them to attack so they lose their attack token. And they can't play it again.
We will show them where their spells can help.
Let's replace this here and kill both of these.
At last, I have found you. Yone, turn back while you can.
Here's our chance.
And then let's recall that one. I'm hoping the recall is gonna get rid of all their stats. That would be nice. All right, another stun, further scaling up our blade twirlers. Perfect.
I dare you.
Yeah, so the recalls do work to cleanse them of all their stats, so that's nice.
Try to keep up. Catch me if you can. Now who's got the upper
I
hand?
feel like a lot of this, though, potentially isn't going to matter if we just get immediately killed by Ledros.
I will regain my honor.
Yeah, Morgana's really good, especially for a lot of these powers. Or a lot of these weekly nightmares. I think we'll just go for the Paddle Star as another stun. Don't really care about the Spell Slinger. We have so many, we should be doing Farsight anyways. Overwhelm is nice, but normally we're able to get our Blade Twirlers to give him Overwhelm. I think we'll try Scout. What do we want to cut? We probably could get rid of the Blast Cone. It's kind of the one thing that's also not giving us any draw. Yeah, we can probably get rid of this. That'll be fine. All right, Thresh. Hopefully we don't just immediately die to Ledros. All right, this looks okay. The unit they summon doesn't really matter. They do have 5 mana baseline, though. We really need to try to end this game as soon as possible, because we never picked up a deny or anything.
Possible. Big blade for a little warrior.
But we have double Blade Twirlers in our opening hand, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, we can't really attack, though, because they can just kill us. So we need to scale up this next round and then end the round after, because otherwise we're probably going to have a bad time. All right, so this should be count as 3 stuns. Should wipe their board, save our units. Sure.
No cure.
Oh, it might fizzle our other Steel Tempest. Right, that's not good. Didn't think about that. Well, it's fine. Let's see. Oof, that is not good. We need our Blade Twirlers. That's a lot of our damage.
No one is promised tomorrow. I do all right.
Oh, we have double attack. That's handy. But they probably have kill
My
spells.
kind of less.
Yeah, they still have
The egg.
like Thresh alive for 1 and a lot of units. And Thresh is leveled. Not good. And they're at 7 mana. I think Ledros is a 7 mana. We don't have enough damage to end.
Blade never gets any
like with an open attack. So this is a little rough. Let's try to get our scout attack off. All right, they didn't block. That was good.
Try to keep up.
Well, these two might just be able to end the game. Because this is going to give him elusive. Yeah, let's try to go like this.
Here's our chance.
Huh, GG. Easy. Ledros is a 9, but might be discounted. Oh, okay.
Will regain my honor.
Well, it worked, but that was definitely more tough than I thought it was going to be. So, the 5.5, there is a lot of opponents in here that have a lot of control. So whether that is stunning your units repeatedly, turn after turn, or having a decent amount of removal spells or like frostbites, and they're getting free units every round. So if you're a champion that doesn't have like overwhelm and a lot of units to be able to like rush down the enemy, this one's actually probably going to take a while. I do think still going for someone with control in order to shut down their giant unit that they're summoning at the start of the game is nice, but this was much more frustrating than I thought it would be. Still, though, Yasuo was able to come away with the win, and this is, again, just a 3-star Yasuo, so for the first two nightmares, we've only used 3 stars so far. So that's not bad. Alright, let's see what we can get. These can technically high roll and give you some Nova Crystal Shards, right? But yeah, this low rolled like crazy, I feel like. So this was the 5.5 weekly. Well, that's fitting. All right, so yeah, we did the 4.5 with Kane. They were able to clear this one. Now we have the Lissandra, which I think we'll probably go for Morgana, because the game is going to go on longer, so having someone that's just controlling the board for a while should be fine. Although the one issue with Morgana is she can be a little bit slow in the beginning. So, not 100% sure about that. Cost reduction is nice. If we got her to be a 5-star champion, then we could actually throw on the Swain relic and play her turn 1, which that would be interesting. I easily cleared the 6.5 with Jace. Nice. Yeah, so with Morgana, we got her 5-star or her 4-star, and then a couple little upgrades right here, which Focusing Crystal and the extra Nexus health will be pretty good for some of these tougher challenges, but still just a 4-star champion. I think we will stick with this. It's a pretty consistent build. Trying to give Morgana some scaling with the packed powder, especially since the games go on longer. This actually gives you a lot of scaling. The cost reduction, really nice to get her on the board early, and then both of these giving us consistent power throughout. Let's try this for the 6.5 and yeah, see how it goes. Let's see. What can we get for a power here? Bouncing Blades is pretty much perfect. For 1, it's going to cost nothing from our 4-star. And then it's going to give us targeting every game. So this is pretty much one of the best possible things we could get. So that's great. Chempunk Shredder. I think the 3-star adventure Thresh is double time watch on Ledros. Good to know. Let's see. Let's get rid of 2 of these. We'll hold on to 1 because we're going to play it turn 1. But we want to... Well, actually, we're guaranteed to get... We're guaranteed to get our Morgana. Because she's our only champion at the moment. That's another great thing with the Blade's Edge. We can just target their Nexus and get our plunder damage off next round. Man, it's weird starting... It's weird starting at 2 mana. I'm so used to starting at 3 now.
Stand aside. An expert is at work.
Alright, so we'll drop this here and right here. Lock up both of their units. And now they don't have the mana to play them. This is why we didn't curse immediately. We didn't want them to be able to play this, the curse right away.
Anything else?
Huh, okay. We do not want to die to that. Hey, Enzo. Unless you're 6 stars, I think Strength of Stone and Starforge is best for Morgana. Yeah, it is pretty good. Or, well, I haven't tried Strength of Stone, but I get having the extra starting mana definitely being very good for you. Alright, so we will kill that one. That's fine. Taking a bit of damage, but it's important to get Morgana on the board as soon as possible. Sure, let's lock up this one first. Whenever I play Nightmares, I just go with the mentality of my champions are lower stars than required of adventure, so if I lose, that's okay. I mean, yeah, anytime you're doing these encounters, it's good to just go in with the mentality that if I lose, especially on my like first try or whatever, not a big deal.
I need to believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts forever, child. Not even pain.
Obliterate enemies with 3 or less power. Obliterate unit or landmark. I think we'll go for this. We don't necessarily actually want to obliterate a lot of their units. We like having them cursed. Gives us more damage.
Be still.
Just out of greed.
I do love the amount of control we can have, though. Yeah. Getting some more scaling for all of our units. Not bad. Alright, so we could attack. They can block with their Fallen Feline. I think we're fine. Don't really want Morgana to get low. We'll wait until she's leveled. But we're also dealing decent damage just from all of our curses going off. Oh, it's that power. Right, I heard this one was bugged. Alright, we'll just stun both of these, stop their attack from going off.
Bear this burden. You will know suffering. Truth binds you.
Alright, let's go ahead and get our Cosmic Inspiration up. And let's just increase this curse a little bit. Oh, that with the flash bombs, that is
Do
rough.
not look away.
Yeah, let's try to attack. Hopefully we don't get... Okay, the damage in the other one. Let's do 1 damage to the Nexus quickly just to give her a little bit more scaling before she hits. But this will heal us back up, so all the damage we've taken, not really a big deal. Let's immediately stun that. Mberetto, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. These weeklies are way easier. I think the 6.5 definitely is going to be easier than the last 6.5, that's for sure.
I need to believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts forever, child. Not even pain.
Sure, let's play the shield vault here. Alright, so both of these are massively cursed. I guess they are at the maximum mana though, since they have the perfected mana flow. And yeah, I don't think the cage match is ever going to be an issue. I don't think we're going to get close to being able to clear that. Let's actually obliterate that unit. Well, that's rude. Let's hit that with multiple spells. Just so it's immediately cursed, so they have to spend a lot in order to play it.
All unbelievers will see the light.
Alright, we can open attack and try to end the game.
Own your frailty.
Alright, GG, and full health. Nice. But yeah, this is gonna be a while. Morgana games are a little slow.
Our suffering was not in vain.
Let's see here. Sinner's Vice, that is pretty nice. Curse an enemy, increase the cost of curses everywhere. Yeah, pretty good. Definitely expensive, but it's going to cost 1 less from our Spellslinger, and if we could get that going, that would be pretty good. 2 cost Bastion, not bad. Free Caitlyn. Tarek could be decent. Yeah, Tarek wouldn't be bad. Give him good scaling. I do like the Bastion. 2 cost Bastion, which will actually be a 1 cost Bastion. Yeah, I think let's go here. That sounds pretty good. Item chest, Solitary Monk, or Spells chest. There's not anything too terrible we need to cut. Spells chest wouldn't be bad. Mist Wraith can be a pain, but with us locking them up, hopefully it'd be fine. Yeah, I think let's actually maybe go for the spells chest. So yeah, Mist Wraith. I didn't have time for the weekly VAO Nightmare. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, all you're losing out on is... one minor gemstone vessel. It's not like the quest to get a Nova Crystal was just for the week, so yep, it's fine. Alright, we'll open up with a soldier. I'm surprised they didn't have something to summon a unit at the start of the game. That's kind of surprising. Wait, that only cost 1 mana? Oh no, 3. Okay, good. Yeah, perfect.
Devotion to battle.
Do we want to get both on the board? Sure.
All unbelievers will see the light.
Alright, we'll try to play Morgana turn 2. Fearsome. Yeah, I mean, taking the extra damage this round isn't really gonna matter, or at least it shouldn't. Oof, that is rough.
No mercy for heretics.
Because we should be able to heal this back up, and we have 50 health. So while it kind of sucks to take that damage,
You cannot
I think we should be fine.
Anguish.
All right, let's go ahead and shackle that one up.
Believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing
8 mana
lasts
though
forever,
already.
child. Not even pain.
Huh, well that's a little annoying. I mean, guess that's one way to get rid of shackles.
Bear this burden.
I mean, that's the good thing. We are making them constantly just spend mana on the shackles, which don't really matter to us at all. Yeah, playing our Sinner's Vice next round in order to increase the cost as well will be great.
Feel my pain. Truth binds you.
Follow the horizon.
All right, not too bad. I'm sad that the Morgana power doesn't work with Packed Powder. I'm not sure what you mean. Tested the weekly nightmare with Vhagar and Nasus for the moment.
We follow
It's a bold
the
strategy.
Then they follow us.
All right, so they don't have mana to play either of these shackles, and if we hit this right here, they're not going to have the mana for those shackles either. Not bad. All right, let's play our Sinner's Vice. Further increase all of these costs.
Feel my pain.
All right, Morgana's level.
I am your
Perfect.
darkness. I am your truth.
The Nexus damage effect round end, I think, while Packed Powder would need round start. In that regard, yes, it doesn't work, but it still does damage every single round. So in that aspect, Morgana's power still pairs very well with Packed Powder because you're damaging every single round, so you're getting scaling from Morgana every round, which is pretty great. All right, let's try to open attack before they can play anything, although they might still play one of their missed rates at first speed. Huh, well, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh well.
You will not rest.
I mean, this is what happens when you're going up against an enemy that already has max mana. Sure. So that's going to die at the end of the round, but we can at least curse it to make it give us more Nexus damage. And yeah, let's go ahead and silence that unit.
The heavens aflame, gods burning in starfire.
Oh, Morgana matches take forever. In my eyes, I feel like Metaflow Morg would be more helpful than spending a lot of fragments on getting a 6-star. The 6-star would help you end games faster, so that's nice. But mana flow will also help you a lot as well. Okay, so they're never unlocking this unit. I mean, it's just gonna die right away.
And nothing of peace.
Alright, let's drop this here. Golden Sister. Yeah, we don't really need to care about an Obliterate, I think. Working on building on our board wouldn't be bad. So we might actually go for just this Destroyer.
Be still.
The invokes on all of these Dark Bindings are so nice.
One last chance for grace.
Ah, well, that's sad. Yeah, we want to make sure everything is shackled.
Truth binds you.
The good thing is, since we have so many of these Dark Bindings, and we're playing them over and over again, shuffling more Morganas into our deck, and we're making more every round, they
Share in my curse.
they have a hard time. Like, we're not going to run out of cards. So if we end up just milling the enemy from having the game go long enough, that's a potential strategy. Alright, little sad. But not too surprising.
Welcome, anguish.
Well, that's not great. Alright, play something. Why are you out of mana? Oh, these games take forever. Let's go ahead and stun this here.
Truth binds you.
No place to hide.
Oh, well, that figures. It's fine that they don't have any mana to play our curses. So we'll just hit them with a quick stun. We can drop our Destroyer and our Charger. We'll be able to open attack and hopefully end the game.
Own your frailty. Feel my pain.
GG. I love how accurate Morgana portrayed from League. They can't move. Yeah.
Embrace this ephemeral triumph.
Oh my word, it's been so long, and that's just the second fight. So round start, heal me in your Nexus 1. Scrying Sands. So this is going to be a free way to predict and target an enemy. We could use this to go throw on our Morgana, but I think we'll go for the Scrying Sands. That's fine. Solitary Monk to cut a card. Do we really care about Mountain Sojourners? Not that much. Oh, let's still go here. Heal an ally granted 4 power. I cost 2 less if you support an ally this game. Prize fight. It is a 1 cost, so it'd be free. Let's try a reroll. I was hoping for another curse power. We'll go for Bastion. Oof, that one's tough. So we could go for try to get something for our Morgana. Our Morgana is very important. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Let's go for Greenglade Caretaker. I was planning on avoiding it, but if we don't draw our Morgana, we're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, I know Prize Fight had potential with some stuff we could do, but didn't really want to keep having that shuffling to my deck. Aurelia's insane. She just overruns me. Not nearly enough to slow her down. Yeah, for that encounter, that Aurelia is quite rough. I definitely agree. All right, we did not get our Morgana. That is not good. All right, predict. We do not see Morgana, so I'm going to skip. All right, Morgana. There we go.
Within the flows of magic.
All right, so again, this is going to hurt, but it's important to get Morgana on the board right away.
A gift from the river folk.
And this will kill their Greenglade Caretaker at the end of the round.
You cannot break
That'll be nice.
shattered soul. Welcome, anguish.
And let's actually just immediately give her Spell Shield just to protect her. Let's actually go for Sinner's Vice first.
Feel my pain.
Okay.
Bear this burden. Welcome, anguish.
This is like, it's so toxic. It'd be so annoying to have to play against this. Obliterate 2 units. I think buffing up our own units is actually quite nice.
Truth binds you.
Alright, sadly not able to take care of everyone, or at least lock them up. Oh well. Wow, I'm dead before I can even play Morgana out. Are you trying to do the 5 cost one or 5-star one? Because yeah, that one is quite tough. Alright, they're at 10 mana. Let's try to curse some of these. I want to play our Cosmic Inspiration, but we probably need to wait. We're probably going to stun this one right here. Never mind. We are stunning that one. Alright. Didn't give us one of the
Feel my pain.
stun cards. That's a little rough.
I am your darkness. I am your truth.
Yeah, Aurelia in that 5.5 one is quite rough. Oh, these recalls are not nice.
Be still.
Water changes but never breaks.
Miss Moore, look what I can do.
It is a delight to watch you grow, Lisa.
This is such an interesting back and forth of both of us just, they're playing a unit, I'm stunning it, they're recalling it, stunning something else.
These woods protect
Oh man.
Engulf.
The good thing is we do have
Leave us alone.
2 barrier units of our own,
What form will the waters take?
and they still have the majority of their units being cursed. So we can drop Tarek. I think I'd rather go for our Cosmic Inspiration, though. We still might play Tarek, but we'll see what they do.
Nature blesses her followers.
It is nice that most of their hand is just curses. One problem is that we don't really have room. Oh, who are you unlocking? All right. So we could play this one this round, but we get some more scaling next round. I think we'll actually go for this. I like being able to scale up all of our units.
Truth binds you. Own your
All right, so they'll still be able to block with this unit because I think they have room. Yeah.
Currents, pull them down.
My grove.
A gift from the river folk. Water.
All right, not too bad. They have 5 cards left. We literally might just win because they run out of cards. Oh, that's pretty funny. So we could drop this one. They do have, yeah, a lot. Yeah, they can play some of these curses, which isn't great.
Still.
I really hope we get this slow but steady. That would be nice.
Whoa, don't eat that.
All right, let's obliterate. Well, yeah, let's obliterate this, because then that just gets rid of their double attack on everyone in the future. And lock that up. Looks good. Now.
I am one with the land.
I guess we'll drop Tarek here.
I'm ready to shine.
With the beast mortal I see. Vine and wisp, steady my hand.
Well, that's rude. Yeah, but they've been able to keep a lot of their units from getting cursed just because they have so many. But yeah, they have literally 2 cards left. We have 22. So that's kind of silly. All right, let's go ahead and try to lock up their units. The good thing is we have a lot of stuns, so that's a pretty solid way to keep them from attacking, even if they end up getting units that can get rid of the curses. They still can't get rid of the stun. Although I guess they have their recalls. Yeah, with Morgana, it's actually a valid strategy to just last until the enemy runs out of cards.
Nature blesses her followers.
Sure.
I will fight with you, but I will never call you mother. And I would never ask you to, daughter.
Look sharp.
All right, so we can get the scout attack off, and looks like we'll be able to end this round, but
Dazzling.
if not, at next round start, we're gonna end anyways because they're out of cards.
Bear this burden.
GG.
These
Hey, Shambles.
gifts aren't just for show.
Welcome. Yeah, Morgana is making this pretty easy. It's taking forever, but that's normal. This will just immediately die. But it would give us 3 gems in hand, which easy way for targeting, and these gems will cost nothing, so there is that. Yeah, I guess we can grab this here. Zenith Blade is fine, but normally Overwhelm doesn't really matter when we're trying to just make sure everyone's locked up anyways. I need to get more copies of Morgana. Black Cleaver sounds pretty fantastic. Yeah. Alright, what do we want to get rid of? I think Mountain Sojourners is probably the weakest card we have, or like the card we're least likely to play. Alright, the Howling Abyss. We do have a lot of obliterates, so we can potentially try to get rid of it. But if we just destroy it and don't obliterate it, they're going to get another copy in hand. At least that's normally how this one works. Let's get rid of Blinded Mystic. And we can hold on to the others. Yeah, so when I'm destroyed, create a copy of me in hand. So destroying it still isn't bad because you're forcing them to at least replay it. But yeah, that is a little rough. I feel like they're gonna play. So we could play this for the Nexus damage to buff up our Morgana. I think we're still gonna wait because they could play like a 1 or 2 cost champion. Or that. That's fun. Well, so much for being able to destroy this. The good thing is it's taking up space in their board. Morgana can't clear Aurelia. Good. Good to know. Huh. So that's bad. The good thing is we can go through Spell Shield. So he's still going to be shackled. We cannot play our other unit to get Morgana on the... Like, we couldn't target... well... Yeah, there's no way we could get Morgana on the board. Because targeting the Nexus just means Ornn literally kills us. So let's play this here. Curse that even more. Because, yeah, that is terrifying. A leveled Ornn with doubled stats. So he would attack, his Ram would attack. That would be a very bad time for us. That's the good thing about Morgana. You can go through Spell Shield. So there is that. Also, we just made them obliterate a card because of the shackles. So that's good. Oh. We'll actually protect that. We don't want their champions getting even bigger. So yeah, let's stop that from going through. But the fact that they have Siphoning Strike is kind of terrifying.
I have found such beauty in mortality.
Let's also Spell Shield her immediately. And let's stun that.
Anguish.
Alright, so getting some good damage down. So that is kind of the good thing about Morgana for at least this environment. She's a lot better when they have less targets, so you have fewer units to hit and keep shackled. That was why the last one was so bad, because they had so many units that we had to spread out all of our shackles. They could just place so many, that's why we're having a hard time keeping them locked up. Here, though, it's not too bad, because they have a lot fewer units, and so it's easier to keep them shackled. All right, let's try to obliterate that Ornn, because, yeah, he's kind of terrifying.
I am your darkness. I am your truth.
Like, he is locked up, but I'm just worried about the strikes they can do with him. I mean, I don't know. That is a... to kill Ornn or to save this to kill a different, more annoying unit. Because he's locked up with 15, so they really aren't going to get rid of him. Yeah, we'll maybe hold off. This could be good in case they drop someone else that's ridiculous. Let's actually pass. This is our only way to target enemy units right now, and if they drop another big champion, we need to be prepared for it. So we might burn our mana, but it's kind of worth it.
Jinx?
Yeah, like Jinx. Although, oh, that spell shield sucks. So the Obliterate won't actually kill her, but it will lock her up so she can't attack. I do love obliterating their cards. That is pretty good. And yeah, this might be game. Nice, GG. Okay. That was scary, but we were able to make it through. Do shackles work on Elder Dragon? I mean, they should, I would think, especially if he's not leveled. Deathless, that will be very nice. We need Morgana to stay on the board and alive. All right, slow but steady. Frostbite is okay, but normally won't really matter. Stacked against them. The problem with this is it's not going to work with our Morgana because we need to trigger our Plunder for the extra cost reduction. So we're not going to get enough cards to play Morgana round 1 with this. Otherwise, this would be great. It could be okay. It's decent for other things, but flexible game plan, trying to make sure we draw our Morgana at the start of the game could be more impactful. The thing is, normally after the first couple rounds, we really don't need extra mana. We normally have more mana than we know what to do with. It would help us get like Lisa and Dolly on the board round 1. So like it is nice for that. We do have 4 copies of Morgana. I think we will go for stacked against them, but I think flexible game plan, there's definitely an argument to be made that this is going to be better because it just increases our odds of drawing Morgana at the start of the game. But I'll be a little bit greedy and go here. All right, cut a card, item chest. I think we'll actually go for the item chest. When the foe summons a unit, grants keywords to the previous unit summoned. Yeah, so we'll go here for Sneaky Zeebles. So yeah, hoping to get slow but steady because we have a lot of slow spells. We'll hold on to Tarek. And yeah, all 3 of these because we really want all of them. I'm hoping we can get like an epic item for our Sinner's Vice because it's such a good card. All right, so we have both of our Tareks. And no Morgana. Fun. All right, let's immediately lock that up.
Okay, Dolly. Just like you showed me.
And let's lock that up. All right, get some damage down. So yeah, it's nice getting to play that round 1, but not having a Morgana feels a little bad. 7 mana already. Ugh. Alright, I think... let's do a Sinner's Vice there and here, so that we have both these units locked up, and then we're increasing the cost of all the shackles. So they'll have one unit that they can attack with, but that's not really that big of a deal. Since they have a lot of units and we're having to spread out shackles more, increasing the cost of our shackles is actually a pretty big deal. We can drop Tarek.
Argon always delights me.
Alright, Morgana, fantastic.
You are not alone.
Sure, we can play that for now. They still have so much mana. Although they only have 16 cards, so... that is not a lot. Let's use this Hush Burst Speed. Get our Scout Attack off. They are all locked up. They could still free... yeah, they could free one person. That probably would do that one. Alright, not a surprise, but that is totally fine. What does the Nightmare do? So they have Mana Flow, so they have extra starting mana. Also, they have the Deadly Power, which they all have, and the Cage Match, which their Nexus can't drop below 1 before round 5. But with Morgana, that's not really an issue because she's not going to be doing that anyways. Sure, we'll drop her a little fast here.
Cannot break a shattered soul. Bear this burden.
Alright, if they attack with this, we can hit it with the Dark Binding just to flat out stun it. They still can unlock one more person. Alright, just want to stun with an elusive. Fantastic. That's okay. We're kind of low on draw. Although I guess this is our first round with Morgana, that's why. Okay, Ashe doesn't even reach Aurelia. Not sure what to try.
Be still.
You might just want to try, like... well... I was gonna say aggro, but they do have that giant, like, 10-20 unit, which is gonna make it a bad time. I would say Annie could be able to kill that unit pretty easy with her Disintegrates, so there is that. Sure, let's go ahead and stun this. Crescent Strike, fantastic. Yeah, the good thing for this 6.5 weekly is a lot of the enemies seem to be unit focused, and so you just counter them very easily. Whereas the last encounter we did, the 5.5, that one was actually very spells focused, or spells and skills focused, so that made it a little bit more of a pain. Alright, so they're just out of mana. So we can get this Scout Attack off.
I need to believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts forever, child. Not
Nice.
even pain.
Never submit.
Oh, well, this will be GG. The 6.5 last week harder than this week? Yes, definitely. I think last week was much harder than this week as far as the 6.5.
These gems aren't just for
I
show.
think this week's 5.5 is probably harder than last week's 5.5. But yeah, 6.5, this one is way easier. More Bastions is nice, more Hush, double draw, more draw on this as well. Hush is a really good card. But Spell Shields can keep us from Entomb, so sure, we can grab that. Alright, Item Chest, Sinner's Vice, perfect. Last Breath Rally. That is interesting. It normally will die, so this normally could give us the rally, but even with Morgana, sometimes when we have the attack token, we're still not even attacking because we need to make sure everyone is locked up. So even though this is really good, I think we probably won't really go for it. Being able to get this off earlier in the game and also getting an extra copy in our deck is pretty nice. All right, slow but steady. Aw. Let's see. This would help level up our Morgana faster, but still not that big of a deal. Let's try to see if we can get something a little bit better. Fine. All right, Epic Shop over there, so still want to save some of our gold. And I think we'll save our rerolls. Yeah, so let's go here for this shop. And Woolly Snailmouth. This one will be pretty rough, because they have a lot of free attacks and stuff, so we can't lock them down as much as we normally do. The snail is coming. All right, let's try it. In my run, Lissandra buried me tonight 2 times, so I managed to get 3 Morganas on the board. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of the reason we're going for the Bastion. We want to be sure we can get our... Yeah, it's okay. We want to be sure we can try to protect our Morgana from getting entombed too many times. And this 6.5 doesn't randomly shuffle encounters. Oh, nice. We'll drop this for the cost reduction. Yep, there's that. I don't... Extra draw actually is not terrible. Sure, that's, yeah. Not the worst. They just immediately play it. That's not great. So we were going to keep this as a blocker, but we want to get some damage down to buff up our Morgana. That's not bad. Alright, so we can play this right away. We want to get these cursed as much as possible. A Hush is going to be great here. To just get rid of all those extra stats they're getting from their attacks. Scout, how fun. Sure, let's play this because we can play it for free and it will benefit from the cost reduction. So we'll silence that unit and lock them up. They'll still probably be able to play it, but we can then play this for our cost reduction for Morgana and then be able to drop her. We'll skip the block.
I shall show them what it is to fall.
Alright, so far, not terrible. Our giant lifesteal unit will potentially dissuade them from attacking. Still furious because I got another Freljord Nova Crystal. I mean, if you already used the Ash one, I do think Volibear would be fun. More draw, that's fine. You'll save it for the future.
Be still.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty lucky with getting a decent spread as far as Nova Crystals, and not all of them for the same region.
Miss Moore, look what I can do.
It is a delight to watch you grow, Lisa.
Alright, so they are at 2 mana, so they can't afford to play any of our curses. So that's not too bad.
The winter's claw strikes.
But they're still actually playing a lot of units, which isn't the best for us. Let's actually drop this here for the spell shield.
I am your darkness. I am your truth.
Yeah, it is great that they added another Platinum Star Vessel. Alright, perfect. So we can play this and then just increase the cost of all of our curses. So if they actually do plan on playing any of them, they'll have to spend a lot more for it.
Share in my curse.
Nice. Also, let's look. They have 25 cards, so yeah, it'll take a long time for them to run out. But this is going well.
Only a scratch.
Yeah, for the 5.5, I don't think Morgana is the best call, simply because Morgana takes forever, and they have that Ledros, which is really putting a timer on your game because he's just going to one-shot you. So your sustain and lifesteal doesn't really matter. Sure, let's just immediately lock that one up. Crescent Strike, almost always the best option. Just target 2 enemies, stun them. Very cheap.
Be still.
It's not hard for... Riot could increase the legend levels anytime they wanted to. I am pretty certain the reason that they are keeping it capped is that they want people that haven't been playing the game the whole time to be able to catch up to those of us that have been playing the game for a long time. They don't want to make those characters or those players feel like they can never catch up. So they're doing this so people can catch up to us players that have been playing since the very beginning. I know many of us don't like that, but that's kind of the reason that they're doing this.
I bring clarity.
It would be very easy for them to just do the next 10. They could do it anytime they wanted to. They just don't really want to. Let's see if we can get something to buff up our Terex. Let's not attack with him immediately. So Peos can just play real money to catch up. I don't know how paying real money, like people that are playing the game are catching up. I don't see how money has anything to do with catching up. You don't buy XP, so it's just so new players can catch up. I think most of the people spending money are the people at max level. Let's... Yeah, I'll lock both these up. That free attack can kind of bypass our shackles. So we need to have a stun on hand for whoever they decide to let free attack.
Look sharp.
Alright, so we can let him get his scout attack off.
Dazzling.
Do not look away.
Never
Alright,
submit.
GG.
Embrace this ephemeral triumph.
You think it has nothing to do with new players not being able to catch up? Later legend levels offer only chests. they're just doing it so people buy fragments. I mean, I am not that jaded at all, so I don't buy that. There's, like, if people want to buy fragments, they can already buy fragments if they want. I don't think the legend levels, I think they want new players to catch up. But if you're very pessimistic, I guess you can think like that. Getting more hush. Yeah, let's... I guess Hero's Horn would be good. The 40 pike fragments, it wasn't random. That was from a quest that Riot gave you. The quest, that whole quest chain was bugged, so it always gave you rewards in the background instead of like popping up on your screen saying like, oh, you completed the quest. So it's not random. But yeah, it's screwed up so it didn't pop up for you. When you get the attack token, summon a sapling. Not bad. Really want to get something for our spells. Well, there's that, I guess. 2 allies, 1/1 surround. Capture. This is a 0 cost target an enemy, so that's nice. Sure, we can get this. 2 cost epic item, target 2 allies. Not terrible. I think we can get rid of the startled stomper. All right, Lysandra, finally here.
At last, my time is at hand.
Why would new players care about reaching legend level 50? You should only care about the powers you get from legends. New players, they have an issue where if you're starting the game, you feel like you're constantly always going to be behind. If they constantly were releasing legend levels so that we never reach the cap, then literally us players have been playing the entire time would always be ahead of them because we're always earning like XP, the same amount of XP, because once they're eventually going to run out of like the one-time rewards. And so we're always going to be ahead of them. They are never going to be able to catch up. And I feel like a lot of those players, they're going to feel bad the fact that they can never catch up to people that have been playing the whole time. And so that's why I think Riot's done this for a while. Because even back before the legend levels, before they added all of these quests that had all of the rewards, all the chests, like all the reason you think that they are locking it down because it has vaults and chests and stuff, they capped it before that was even in the game. They capped it for a while, and then they added all these chests and rewards. If Riot wanted to make it so the legend levels didn't have chests and rewards, and so the only way you could get it was through buying, Riot could do that. Like they have the capability to just not give us rewards if they don't want to. Like also this recent patch, they gave us like 40 pike fragments, bilgewater shards, and they gave us another Nova crystal. So you could say like, oh, they're not going to give us anything because they want us to buy it. It's like they're being pretty generous with rewards. So I think it's a pessimistic take thinking, oh, they're not doing it because they want us to buy fragments. Like, if they wanted to do that, they wouldn't give us rewards in order to be able to earn stuff in-game. We could drop Morgana right away, actually. Yes.
I shall show them what it is to fall.
Pretty generous? I mean, I think they're being pretty generous so far. I mean, they added for Pike enough to get his 4-star for people immediately upon him being in the game, which is really nice. And they gave us another Nova Crystal that we can earn by playing the game. and they added another way for get a gold vault every week. I mean, the game is pretty generous. Yes, there's a lot of stuff you can buy, but there's a lot you can earn by playing the game. So yeah, I think that the game overall has been pretty generous and still decent for free-to-play players. Yes, Riot's already given us a lot. Saying they don't give us levels because they're greedy is not appropriate in this case. Yeah, I don't think that's the reason. As a free-to-play player, I'm satisfied, but one new players should know is that they must rush at least 1 to 4 stars to clear weeklies. I mean, yeah, trying to get some strong champions as fast as possible will be very beneficial.
Welcome, anguish.
Let's do Crescent Strike.
Feel my pain. Truth binds you.
A stupid common item cost 8 days of your life. Let that sink in. I mean, I thought about doing a video about this, breaking down all the rewards you get. So right now, you get 5 wild fragments every single day. You also get a bronze vault every single day, which, especially if you're a new player, that is another 5 fragments every single day. So to buy a champion, it costs 30 fragments. So within a week of playing, you can buy a champion, whatever champion you want, if you have literally no fragments for them. So I think being able to earn a character within a week is pretty good. The next 2 star powers takes another 30 fragments for 1 and 2. Within another week, you can then have a champion. They're 1 and 2 stars. Again, just flat out buying them, not having to, with like, again, flat out just with wild fragments. So nothing that you are kind of doing the smart play and letting like your fragments stockpile up for a champion and then waiting to unlock them. So like just from the daily quests, you're able to get a lot of progress for your account incredibly quickly. And now we're getting like multiple gold chests every single week. Like new players are coming into the game and they're able to level up their account. Like, sure, they might not get the 4 and 5 and 6 stars super fast, but they can power up their account incredibly quickly. And so, sure, a new game character isn't going to be able to immediately jump to the end game, but they're ranking up way faster than we ever used to. Like, there's stuff you can buy in the game, but the game is still more generous than it's ever been in the past. Sure, let's go here. Ah, they just have too many cards. I mean, yes, veterans will always be ahead. And yeah, I would prefer it if they did go ahead and made it so the legend levels always increased. That would be nice, especially for us players that have been here the longest. That would be a decent thing. I wish that was the case. Sadly, it's not. But I can understand what at least I think the logic is behind doing that. And I do not think the logic for them not increasing the legend levels is greed. I think if you think Riot's doing that just because they're greedy, that is a pretty pessimistic take. The last couple months have been the best time to play Path of Champions. The game is in a better state than it has ever been before, and as someone that's talked with the Riot devs, they really care about this game, and they are doing their best to make this game the best that it can be. And so I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I think they're doing a pretty good job. Is there... Yes, we can curse that a little bit more.
Welcome, anguish.
And yeah, they should increase legend level soon. Also, we know that the game is going to get more rewarding. That's going to be better ways to play. Yes, there's going to be a new paid way with the event pass, which normally is pretty reasonable and worth getting. But they've also said that they are adding a way to just target farm what you want to get, which is going to be pretty awesome. I mean, yeah, releasing patches with 100 bugs, that's because the team is like 10 people or something ridiculously small. Like, the team is tiny because the game almost died. Like, it sucks that we have bugs. 100%, that is really annoying. Wish that wasn't the case. But I think that they're doing the best job that they can. They just don't have the resources, which I hope Riot changes that. I hope the game makes enough money that Riot gives them more resources so they can start succeeding. But while the bugs suck, I think they're trying their best to have as few bugs as possible.
Be still.
Yeah, technically, if you've gotten an event pass, you're not free to play. But the event pass is even, but like, I obviously get pretty much everything in the game for the most part, other than, yeah, most things in the game I get because I'm making content for it. Even when I wasn't making content, the event passes I still thought were worth getting, and so I was still totally on board with getting them at the time. There's a bug on increasing prey on Viego deck to 4 power. She dies, but not reducing cost in hand.
Own your thread.
Well, that's unfortunate, but still, we're gonna win. So, GG. Any recommended relics on Nami? If you're early on and you're not ending games for 6 mana, then Chemtech Duplicator is really good. Don't go for anything for spell mana. It's normally not needed because you can refill your mana enough as it is. So Archangel Staff's not really as needed. But going for Grand General's Counterplan, make spells every round, really nice. Loose Cannon's Payload, also, not Loose Cannon Payload, sorry, Chase Guns. Also good. Seaver's Crest, also good. Alright, so Lissandra able to clear that. It did take a very long time, but again, this is just a 4-star champion, so we didn't actually use a single 6-star to clear these weeklies. So pretty good. I would say this 6.5 is definitely easier than last week, and Morgana does a pretty good job of controlling it. Yeah, I'd say this was actually, for me, for the champions I used, easier than the 5.6. Or the, yeah, 5.5. Oh boy, Minor Gemstone Vessel. If you guys are okay with everything they put on you, low quality stuff, crazy overpriced bundles, then that's your money. So For one, you don't need to buy anything if you don't want to. The game is still great. Also, I'd say most of the bundles are pretty reasonable, especially like the intro bundles, like the celebration bundle. I think that is a decent deal. Sure, some of the ones for gemstones and whatnot can be pretty crazy, but almost every game, they have very expensive things, so people that have a lot of money that really want to support the game can. Like some of the things in the Emporium, like this gemstones. Is this a ridiculous price? Yes, 100% crazy price to buy this. Like 99% of people aren't going to buy this, and that's fine. But the small amount of people that do, like, they are then supporting the game. So having things in this for the whales and super whales to get is not bad at all. The game is not pushing you to get this in any way. There's no like predatory system like trying to get you to get this. Like, sure, it's like limited time from the Emporium, but I don't think anyone is really getting pushed towards getting this. Whereas like the stuff that you can actually get stuff for green dust now, which for the longest time we have had literally nothing to do with green dust as Path of Champions players. So this has been like a dead currency to us. Like, you might say this is overpriced, sure, but we've literally had no point in using it at all. So it actually benefits our vault more. And yeah, most of the bundles are fine. Stuff in the Emporium, when you said like a week of your life for one common relic, I'm guessing you mean buying something in the Emporium. Yeah, most of the stuff in here is overpriced. Most of it you shouldn't bother getting most circumstances. But a lot of the stuff in the game is very well priced. Like a lot of the Constellation bundles, like these 5-cost bundles, normally are very well priced. You get a lot for whatever you're getting. Again, you don't have to get those at all. I'm pretty sure that the event pass is, again, at least previously, very good value for money. So again, very good to be able to buy, not predatory, not overpriced at all. As far as low quality, yes, the game does have a decent amount of bugs. That is very unfortunate. I wish that wasn't the case. I hope Riot continues to improve. But I think a lot of that is because they have such a tiny staff, because most of the people are gone. I hope that changes. But as far as quality, let's talk about the recent champions that have come out. Yeah, Swain is bugged this month, which sucks. But as far as Swain and his kit, incredibly fun, very well designed. I think he's probably the most fun champion for me to play at the moment. Absolutely fantastic, great time. And you can look through all of my videos. Even playing him like level 1, I was having a blast. So it's not just that I have the 6-star. The entire time I was playing Swain, every single match, I was having a super fun time. Before him, we had Viego. Viego, one of the most anticipated champions. I think Viego is, again, great champion, super fun to play, very interesting. His starting deck, like, no complaints. They knocked it out of the park with Viego as well. Now we've had Jace, a champion that personally I was not excited about at all, very worried about it, and even with his star powers, little apprehensive, but after playing him, they have done a fantastic job. You can actually play your 6-cost spells very quickly, and everything actually comes together and fits well. So all of the new champions we've gotten out recently have been fantastic. So saying low quality, I hard disagree with. Like, if you mean, sure, there's been bugs, yes, that's terrible. But as far as how they've designed stuff, all of the designs for the new champions have been fantastic. Even champions that I did not care about or wasn't excited about at all, like Jace. Jace actually feels excellent to play. So I would hard disagree with saying low quality in what they've done. Yes, this game needs to fix on. needs to fix bugs, 100%. They need to increase the team to fix bugs, definitely. But the game, like, almost died. We don't even know how big of a team they have. Like, it is a small, tiny amount of people working on this game. This game, like, essentially is borderline life support with how many people they have on. The only way this game can improve is, like, people actually supporting the game. Yeah, a lot of the older champions are the ones that had the worst powers. So when they were rushing out champions and we had, like, a lot more champions, like when they were, at first they were releasing like 6 champions when they released them at a time. And we had an issue with like half of those champions being pretty terrible. Right now they're releasing champions much slower. Every single champion we're getting, though, is actually well designed, really good. I think the game is, even with the bugs, the game is still in the best spot it's ever been as far as Path of Champions. And we know that the game is just improving. Every single patch, they're adding new stuff that permanently increases the game. Not only are we getting new champions, which, to be fair, when we just get new champions, if that's all we're getting, while that's nice, it's not really giving us new content. But they're actually adding things like they added the Swain adventure, which some people didn't like. I thought it was a lot of fun, but they added a completely new adventure into the game for us to be able to play and enjoy. That was like 2 patches ago. Then they added the weekly nightmares. So now we have 3 new ways to get repeatable rewards every single month, including a gold vault, which is pretty awesome, and also constellation materials. So these are like permanent things that are just giving us more content to do. And then they've already said they're adding ways to target farm champions for constellations. So constellations, being able to earn what you want, is going to get better in the future. They already said they're adding event passes that should be happening soon. So like, the game is not only doing well, but it's just going to be getting better and better. Yeah, I really think the game doing well. I think the Riot devs over there have been doing a great job. Yes, there are bugs. Bugs are an issue. They do need to fix that 100%. The team's not perfect. Like, if you look, like, I've always been someone that's been very vocal to call out issues. Like, when they first released the Emporium, I made videos talking about how terrible the Emporium was priced and laid out. Like, I'll always call out things that I think are bad. 100% bugs are bad. The prices here, I don't really care about personally, because for a lot of these, they're just giving options for whales to be able to get. They're not at all pushing you towards getting these. It's not like this is the only way to get gemstones. Most people, that's not there, or that doesn't really matter for them. The fact they're adding in intro bundles for champions, and in those celebration bundles, you're getting enough to unlock the champion, get some of their star powers, and you're getting their rare relic in the first bundle. They're not locking that behind the 4th or the 5-star bundle, but like right away, that's the one of like, hey, if you want the champion, if you want their stuff, here's the $5 or so bundle you can get. Maybe it's $10. I'm not sure on the pricing, but still like $5 or $10 to be able to get this bundle that you care about. The extra ones later, if you really like the champion, you can get them, but you don't have to. But you can't get the relic with gold reliquaries. It's forever locked behind a paywall. That is the other big issue, is that Riot has not made those available to free-to-play players yet. 100%, that is one of the big issues. And in my recent interview, that was one of my first questions was, hey, Starforge Gauntlets came out over 6 months ago. We were told it was going to be coming to the pool. It's still not there. What's happening? That was like my first question to Riot in my interview. And what they said is they're making a system so that people can earn these relics, that system's not done yet. They said that's coming out soon. That's coming out with the target farming system for champions. So yes, that is something that they need to make available for people to earn in game. Those rare relics, the champion specific ones. And I already called them out on it. They said they're working on it, and they said that that is coming within this like latter half of the year. So that should be coming soon. They already have a system they're working on with the target farming. Also, I asked if that was coming with the event pass. Apparently, event pass should be sooner. So event pass maybe next month, maybe the month after. And then like later on in the year, we should be getting that target farming system and a way to earn these relics, such as Starforged. Most people don't even use gemstones ever, and gemstone powers are just bad, even bad enough that only whales will care about them. Yeah, and they know the gemstone powers are more just like a small thing, a little bonus to get if you've really like maxed out a champion, and most of the gemstone rewards, they really are just like bonuses, not stuff you really need to make the character feel better at all. And so that's why earning gemstones slowly doesn't really matter. Having gemstones be the thing that's the most paywalled also doesn't really matter. That's really something that only people that want to really support the game can do that. Doesn't really matter. I mean, if you think Path is boring, then yeah, you don't have to, definitely don't have to play it. Like, I hope the game, they're still supporting you with PvP. I hope the rotations work out well for you. I don't really know anything about that side of the game, but I hope you guys are still getting supported. That being said, you don't need to try to, like, say one side is worse. Like, just because I don't play PvP doesn't mean I need to be like, oh, PvP is terrible. It's like, it's just not for me. I know people like it. Yeah, I don't like any animosity from one side or the other. If you don't like the other side of the game, that's totally fine. What I see people not realize too is that free-to-play games need to somehow get updates, and those updates require money. Yeah. You need to monetize the game, or else it will die. Making everything too free-to-play will kill the game. I mean, that's the funny thing. A little while ago, when the game was dying, people were like, please, Riot, just give us something to support the game. Please give us something to buy. Like, people were begging for stuff to spend money on because they wanted to support the game. And then as soon as Riot's like, okay, here's stuff you can spend money on, people are like, oh, the game's now pay to win. The game is the worst thing ever. I can't believe Riot did this. It's just like, we either have stuff to buy in the game or the game is dead. I'm not sure if that's you or not. I'm just saying in general. There's a lot of people. I wasn't referring to one specific person. All right, I think that's where we'll call it for today. I got to go work on getting some YouTube videos done. But thank you all for hanging out. Definitely be nice to each other. We can disagree on a lot of the elements of the game, but there's too much animosity and people being mean to each other that's really just not needed. Hope you all have a great time, though. Thank you for hanging out. We'll be streaming the rest of the week except Wednesday. I have an appointment on Wednesday, so I won't be streaming on Wednesday. Other than that, though, we'll be streaming the rest of the week. So thank you all for hanging out, and hope to see you later. See ya.